Hello everyone, myself Paula Makwana, Assistant Professor of EC Department at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Welcome to the section of Digital System Design. In the last session we have studied unit number 3, that is RS flip-flop, JK flip-flop, D flip-flop, T flip-flop. Apart from that we have studied shift register. Alright. In today's session we will see unit number 4, that is Introduction to Finite State Machine. First of all, what do you mean by FSM? As its name says, finite state. That means it has a finite number of states. The best example of FSM is vending machine, right? In which our output is going to be generated based on the specific input combinations, right? In today's session, we will see the basic introduction, its state machine, clock synchronous FSM, Moore machine, Mealy machine. Right? First, we are focusing on the basic introduction. Before starting the introduction of FSM, we must need to understand the difference between combinational circuit and sequential circuit. We know that combinational circuit means our output depends only on the present state. And in sequential circuit, output depends on present as well as the previous state. Based on that, there are two parameters that we need to consider. The first parameter, that is a formal way to describe a desired circuit behavior based on the Boolean equation in the truth table. We know that to simplify a Boolean function, we have used a method which is called the K-map that we have discussed in the previous chapter, that is using a 2 variable, 3 variable, 4 variable and 5 variable. Apart from that, the second one, a well-defined process to convert that behavior into the digital circuit, right? So we need to use these two things for designing of sequential circuit, right? Now, what do you mean by FSM? So FSM is a way to describe a desired behavior of sequential circuit, right? As we know that a sequential circuit means flip-flop, shift, register, like that, right? That we have discussed in chapter number 3. Now, FSM can exist in generally a finite number of states. That means a states can be changed from one to other, right? Based on the previous state as well as I can say its input condition. We need to consider that previous state and feed back to the input, that is called the present state, right? Now, any synchronous circuit is an FSM of some form. That means a combinational circuit without memory and a flip-flops and counters are also FSM, right? For that, what we need to do is, a combination circuit doesn't require any memory, right? Why? The reason is output of combinational circuit depends on the present state of the input, right? But in sequential circuit, we require a memory. So, a combinational circuit with memory is an example of FSM. So, ultimately we can say that a sequential circuit is an FSM. Second, flip-flops and counters. Now, flip-flops and counters, what does it mean? Flip-flop means it will store the information in terms of bits, right? If I want to store a 1 bit, then I need to use a 1 flip-flop. If I want to store 4 bit, then I need to use 4 flip-flop, right? And the counters are like up counter, down counter. So these two are the example of FSM, right? Now, the state machine definition. The definition is, a state machine is a system that has a finite number of states. Its state will change from one to another and its output depends on either present state and the input. Alright, so change in state will cause the system to change its output based on the clock. We know that a flip-flop is the edge trigger. Edge trigger means it will going to be triggered for either positive edge or the negative edge, right? Secondly, in this type of system, we require a memory. So a capability of memory should be there. Third, the state machine must have a set of inputs and outputs. We will see a generalized block diagram of FSM in which we will see there are two types of input, primary and secondary, two types of output, primary and secondary, right? Before starting generalized block diagram of FSM, we need to understand what do you mean by clock synchronous FSM. First of all, what is clock? What do you mean by clock? Now, we know that latch is level sensitive and flip-flop is edge sensitive, right? Edge means either it is rising edge or it is falling edge, and a latch is level, that means either it is positive level sensitive and negative level sensitive. Over here we have used flip-flop to store bits. That's why the memory elements are flip-flops and flip-flops are edge trigger. So we need to understand that all the storage element must employ a clock circuit, alright, because all storage elements are flip-flops. Secondly, what do you mean by synchronous? So all these flip-flops are getting a clock at the same time, alright, and the FSM, that means a state machine is simply another name for a sequential circuit, alright, because we know that a combinational circuit with memory is ultimately a sequential circuit, right? So ultimately the state machine is another example of sequential circuit. Now finite state refers it as a finite amount of states. Now what is a general FSM? That means this is a generalized block diagram of FSM in which you can see over here. This is the combinational circuit. It has two inputs, primary input and secondary input, and two outputs, primary output and the secondary output, right? So primary input means what? Primary input is the main input and the primary output is the main output. Over here, secondary output that represents the next state and secondary input represents the present state. But if we need to store the secondary output, we need to use a flip-flop, right? And these two flip-flops we have used. Why? Because we need to store 2-bit, right? To store a 2-bit, we need to use a 2 flip-flop, right? After that, we have to apply a clock pulse. See over here, this is the clock pulse, and as these flip-flops are edge sensitive, we are going to apply a positive edge trigger either or negative edge trigger clock pulse, right? And the secondary output is going to be fed back to the inputs, right? Now, generalized FSM. This is the theory portion in which we have seen the circuit diagram consists of combinational block with primary input W and the primary output Z. It consists of secondary input and secondary output. It is represented as present state and the next state. Apart from that, we need to use a memory which is a combination of number of flip-flops, right? Now, my output of the state machine, it depends on either present state at a single point, or we can say it depends on both present state as well as on the inputs, right? So there is a no provision which is made to show the output z which is different from the state variable. That means my output is dependent directly on the present state, or I can say present state and input both. So we can model the finite state machine in two ways. First one is Moore machine and second one is the Mealy machine, right? We will see its state table, state diagram, state map, and how to realize its logical circuit diagram. There are different steps, right? Before starting that, first focusing on what do you mean by Moore machine. You need to first understand these two, Moore and Mealy. Now, this is the block diagram of Moore machine, in which this is a combinational circuit, this is a flip-flop, and this is again a combinational circuit. So this is generalized block diagram of Moore machine, in which there is a one primary input, that is W, one primary output, that is Z, and this combinational circuit's output is going to be applied to the flip-flop. Why? Because we need to store that information into memory, and flip-flops are used over here as a memory element, right? Now, the Edwards-Moore's model will represent a capital D, that is a Boolean function of W and Q, right? And Z is the Boolean function of Q, right? Why? You can see over here that the Z output, it depends only on the Q. What is Q? Q is the present state. There is no inclusion of any input data. That means my final output Z is dependent on only the present state, right? So I can say this f and g both are the Boolean functions, and my output will depend only on the current state, right? So input W and the current state Q determines the next state, right? Why? Because our next state will be dependent on the present state as well as the what is my state of the inputs. This is a generalized block diagram of Moore machine. Now we are focusing on the Mealy machine. First of all, this is a generalized block diagram of Mealy machine, in which we can say that the only difference between Mealy and Moore is my final output Z depends on the present state as well as the primary input, that is W, right? Earlier in the Moore machine, my final output Z does not depend on this primary input, alright? That's why Mealy machine can be represented technically as a capital D, that is a Boolean function of W and Q, and my final output Z, that is a Boolean function of W and Q as well. So I can say that f and g both are Boolean function, and my output depends on the both current state and the input. So next state will depends on the input and the current state. Alright. So this is generalized block diagram of Mealy machine. Right? If you have any question regarding Mealy machine, Moore machine, you can ask me at any time on my email ID. In the next session, we will see different examples of FSM, like vending machine, automatic traffic light control, right? Apart from that, how to analyze FSM, right? So the basic difference that we have seen in today's session between Mealy and Moore is In relay machine, my output depends on present state as well as the input, right? But in Murray machine, my output depends only on the present state. Alright? And generalized block diagram of FSM is, it consists of combination circuit with memory, and in memory we have used flip-flops. If you want to use a 4 flip-flop, that means it will store a 4-bit. Alright? If you are going to use a 5 flip-flop, that means it will store 5 bits of information. It depends on how many states are there. Alright? And how many bits that we are going to store. Based on that, we are going to use a flip-flop and the clock. Clock is used to trigger a flip-flop. Alright? So these are the questions that may be asked in the exam. Till then, thank you for your attention.